nating gawin ang tama. Hindi ako pangako ng aking pamilya. Hindi ako pangako ng aking kaibigan. Karoon ng audit query, hinihingi ang audit query sa halip na AOM, tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. At hindi kayo pumayag?
Yes po, since wala naman po siya doon sa aming joint circular, Your Honor.
Kung pumayag kayo na wala sa joint circular at nagbigay kayo ng audit query na hinihingi ng OVP, would you be violating the joint circular?
Yes po. Kaya hindi po kami nagbigay, Your Honor.
In other words, an audit query would be a violation of the joint circular, tama?
Hindi lang po siya sanction, Your Honor.
Yes.
Hindi po siya part nung ini-issue namin.
Okay. Pero hindi nga part. Pero kung ginawa nga ninyo, based on your experience as auditor, you would be violating your own issuances.
Yes po, Your Honor.
That's why you refuse to give the audit query as requested and instead, tinuloy nyo yung AOM. Last question,
Yes,
Mr.
kindly wind up.
Yes, last question. Binanggit mo na hindi tinanggap yung AOM nung inisyo ninyo. Tama ba yun?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Bakit? Alam nyo ba kung ba't hindi tinanggap? Dahil walang authorization? Tama ba yun?
Yes po, wala daw pong mag-i-receive, Your
Ganyan
Honor.
ba dapat? Ganyan ba ang kalakaran pagka ang isang ahensya ng pamahalaan ay binigyan nyo ng AOM? Nangyayari ba yan na hindi tinatanggap ng ahensya?
Yan po yung first time na nangyari po, Your Honor.
So, that's unusual.
Yes po, that's unusual po.
Okay. No further questions, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Before proceeding to the other round two availers, Chair would like to recognize Senator Judge Zubiri, who will be availing of his first round to make his interjections. You are recognized, sir. You may proceed when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer. Magandang umaga po, Attorney.
Good morning po, Your
Opo.
Honor.
Ito, broad strokes lang po ito, Mr. Presiding Officer, to my dear colleagues. Kasi sa iyong pananaw, dito sa findings ninyo, napapakita ba na may possibility of misuse and abuse of government funds on confidential and intelligence funds?
There is a presumption po, Your Honor.
Yes, and hindi lamang to para sa opisina ni OVP, di ba? I'm sure sa tagal mo, sa iyong karanasan bilang investigator ng COA, ganito din ang findings mo sa maraming mga ahensya.
Yes po. Since we follow naman po yung joint circular sa lahat ng in-audit po namin.
At hindi lamang sa ahensya ng eksekutibo, pati LGUs. Tama po yan.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yeah, the reason why I'm taking this up at gusto ko pong tanungin po ang ating witness is sa iyong experience dahil sa lack of accountability using confidential funds as a excuse na nagkakaroon ng abuso at corruption dito sa pondong ito.
Yes po.
Yes, kasi obviously, Mr. Witness, is pag sinabing confidential in nature, huwag na kayong magtanong. Basta ginamit namin yung pera. Hindi sa tingin mo, tama po yan o hindi?
Hindi po, Your Honor, kasi ang confidential fund ay public funds pa rin naman po. So it must follow the strict accounting and auditing rules po. Para
So-
maiwasan po yung misuse.
So talagang hinahanap ninyo yung paanong nagastos yung pera, paano yung nagkaroon ba ng plan of action, at paanong nagastos ang pera at saan pumunta yung pondo. Tama po yun.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Dito po sa case ni OVP sa Office of the Vice President, meron ba ganong klaseng plano? Meron ba ganong klaseng accounted use of the funds?
Since ang audit po namin ay document-based, so nagbe-base lang po kami doon sa sinasubmit sa amin. So kapag hindi po properly liquidated, meaning hindi submitted lahat ng documents or yung documents ay hindi compliant doon sa requirements ng joint circular, nagkakaroon po ng presumption na yung amount is put to personal use or benefit po.
Yes, kasi nung ako po yung naging Senate President for 2 years, we had access to the reports of confidential and intelligence funds. And in these reports, makikita po natin one particular agency, talagang detalyado. Ito po ay panggamit sa buy-bust operation ng drugs, ito po ay nabigay sa informant, ito po ay nabigay sa mga tumulong pag huli nito mga tao ito. Ayan ba'y ganun din po nakita ninyo sa OVP, use of confidential funds?
Pwedeng pa ulit po ng tanong, Your Honor.
Sana mabigyan po ako ng leeway ng ating presiding officer. Basically, nung ako po yung naging Senate President, yung confidential intelligence funds ay dinadala dito during budget hearing. So, para ma-review po ng Senado. Ang ginawa ko po, nung ako po yung Senate President, binuksan ko po ito sa majority at minority. As a matter of fact, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Coco Pimentel was the minority leader then. Binuksan po natin yan para makita ng lahat yung paggamit nitong confidential and intelligence funds through the reporting of the different agencies. May mga ahensya na makakapal ang mga sinabit sa Senado para makita kung gaano nila o paano nila ginamit yung pera. Dito ba po sa Office of the Vice President, ganun din ba po kadetalyado ang report na binigay po sa COA o nakita ng COA sa paggamit ng mga pondo nila?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi po.
Opo.
Okay, and the reason why, and this as a statement, the reason why we need to really curtail the use of intelligence and confidential funds on the possibility of abuse, and not only on the Office of the Vice President. This also goes to all agencies of government. Kaya limitado na po sa armed forces na lang yung ating confidential funds tuwing nag-approve po tayo ng budget. At kasama na po dapat dyan yung LGUs. Dahil yung LGU po ay matindi din ang pag-abuso ng kanilang confidential intelligence funds. Tama po po yan, Attorney, under your experience.
Mr. Witness, napansin po ba ninyo na yung isang acknowledgement receipt na 220,000 para sa payment of reward, parenthesis, various goods, para kay TJ Verano, 220,000 po ito. Ang date po ng receipt ay December 22, 2026. Samantalang ang expenditure ay para sa taong 2022. Typo error po ba ito o minadali ang paggawa ng AR?
2026 po, Your Honor. 2026 po.
Acknowledgement receipt.
December.
Tama, 2022 acknowledgement receipt. Ayan po. Ay para sa 2022 po yata ito. Is this typo error or sa tingin ninyo ay minadali?
Nagkaroon po kami ng findings about dyan, Your Honor. Lahat po nung ARs po na nakadate po, na hindi po nakadate ng 2022, naisama po namin doon sa aming notice of suspension po.
Okay. Pero ang pirma po dito ni TJ Verano po, may pirma po nito, di po ba?
Based on that document po, it appears na si TJ Verano po.
So, dinate niya po ng 2026, in advance niya na? Or forward niya po to 2026? Ang pagtanggap po ng goods, December 22, 2026? Para sa 2022 po ito.
Yes po, kaya po kami nagkaroon ng findings about dyan, Your Honor.
Okay. So, question ho ninyo.
Opo, kinwestiyon po namin.
Pangalawang katanungan ko po, pinajustify niyo po ba sa OVP bakit gumastos ito ng 2 milyon kada araw para sa safe house? Ito po ba isang safe house lang o maraming safe houses? Sumagot po ba ang Office of the Vice President?
Based on the documents submitted to us, hindi po namin ma-determine kung ilan yung safe houses na pinagamitan po.
Pero sumagot po ba siya? Pinajustify niyo po ba? I mean, 2 million per day, it is sobrang laki. Hotel na po yata yung nirerenta po nito. Ganito kalaki, sobra pa.
Hindi po namin pinajustify, Your Honor, since wala naman pong threshold dun sa joint circular as to the amounts.
Na yung 2 million, so hindi po unusual para sa inyo na magrenta po ng safe house sa 2 million per day dito sa Pilipinas?
Since, tulad nga po nung sinabi ko kanina, we follow our audit based on the provisions lang po ng joint circular, pero wala naman pong threshold as to the amounts of joint circular, kaya wala po kaming findings as to that.
So, tama po si Senator Jens Lacson na binibase nyo lang po talaga sa mga documents po, wala po kayong physical audit.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Alright. Based po sa experience ninyo, may mga government offices ba na ino-audit po ninyo na hindi tinatanggap ang audit observation memo, AOM? May mga as an auditor or sumasagot silang lahat?
Sa wala po. Sumasagot po silang lahat, Your Honor.
Except dito kay OVP.
Hindi po tinanggap ni OVP yung aming first EOM nung nag-attempt po kami nung unang time po.
All right. That's all, Presiding Officer. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair would now like to recognize our minority leader, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano, for his availment of the first round. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Mr. Presiding Officer, Senate President, dear colleagues. My question is to the counsel for the prosecution, defense, and the witness. One question, maybe a follow-up. And if we may start with the witness first to answer. I'm not asking you to make a judgment in this case ng impeachment. So sa akin is the answer the general question. So we've discussed in the last 2 days, diba, what is illegal expenditure, what is irregular expenditure, what is improper expenditure. In between all of that, we talked about many technicalities. And of course, this will be much easier if we're talking about public funds which are not confidential in nature. So my question is, when does when we analyze the expenditure, when is it in the nature of an administrative problem na parang o mag-submit lang kayo, i-justify nyo to, o kulang lang ng dokumento, i-supply nyo to. And when does it go up to na criminal na in nature na sandali lang, may anomalya na dito or we might file charges against you? Ano yung bar niyan, di ba? So sa mga senator judges na nanonood ngayon and sa publiko na nanonood ngayon, because nga confidential expenditures are in a class by itself, di ba? Peace and order is so important, security is so important. So I'm not referring to this case, so I'm not asking you to make a judgment in this case, whether it's administrative, criminal. In general, as an auditor, then I'll ask the same sa prosecutor and sa defense. Witness, go ahead. In your words, no?
Apo, kapag AUM po at NS, nire-require po namin sila na mag-submit ng documents. Pero kapag nag-end na po, since there's an obligation to restitute, so ang remedy po nila is to settle the amount or to file an appeal with the commission proper.
Yes, but even when you give them an ND to restitute, hindi nyo naman sinasabi pag restitute. Pwedeng restitute na mali paggamit, hindi yung binulsa mo yon, di ba? So at what point as an auditor do you say na sandali lang, criminal na to, may anomalya? Kasi pwedeng mali ang pinaggamitan, kaya isoli nyo. But you're not accusing anyone of na binulsa niya.
Well, sa circular naman po, merong presumption na tinatawag kapag hindi nakapag-liquidate na maayos yung agency. Which is
Yes,
presumption of misuse or
Yes,
misappropriation.
and that's a disputable presumption, right?
It is a prima facie presumption.
Yes, a prima facie presumption is a disputable presumption. It's not a conclusive presumption, meaning yung prima facie, so lilipat yung onus sa kabila na i-prove na mali. Tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes, so hindi pa yun yung hindi ka pa rin dumating dun sa point na yon na parang hindi, as far as COA is concerned, ninakaw mo to. Again, I'm not talking about this case in general. At what point will you have a final COA document saying na yon? Kasi pag sinabi mo lang restitute lang, it could be restitute because you didn't use it for what you were using it for.
Based on the rules of COA po, since di ba i-appeal po pwede bang i-appeal yung ND, at kapag naglabas si commission proper ng decision at hindi po nag-comply si agency dun sa decision, then pwede nang i-endorse with the ombudsman yung case for the filing of criminal
Kindly wind up,
charges.
Senator
So
Judge Cayetano.
I'm okay. I just want to hear the answer of both the
With
prosecution.
the permission of Senator Judge Alan, asking the counsels for the parties that same question will already make them give their own versions of the law, which I think should be coursed through the witness, similarly to how you asked the question to the witness, instead of it being placed on the record based on their own points of view.
Well, anyway, we will have 2 more COA witnesses, but I think
Yes.
to all of us who are neutral, that's the big question. At what line does it cross between nagkamali lang yung isang public official sa pag-liquidate and at what point is it criminal
criminal, and I just wanted to give. But if that's the
I would be
decision of the-
clarifying that too
Yeah.
during my second round.
then I will leave it up to you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I apologize. The prosecution and the defense, you will not have a chance to answer that. But during the time of the presiding officer, you will be able to, or maybe even in the summation at the end.
Thank you for your understanding, Senator Judge Allen. Senator Judge Soto for his interjection and availment of round 2.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Senator Mick Zubiri, former Senate President, somehow tinkered my cerebral quietness when he said something about the issue of confidential funds. So this question would be, as a senator, not just an impeachment judge, I hope you allow me, because this is just one question for the witness, and if we can get the prosecution panel and the defense panel to give their opinion. All right? Yung confidential word kasi, pag ginagamit, parang intelligence eh. Parang ganun din eh. Di ba? Parang sinasabi mo, so it is abused. Bakit hindi sa budget na susunod, and we want your opinion, para mas magko-conform sa circular nyo? Palitan natin. Huwag nang confidential na gamitin. Gamitin natin restricted funds or non-public funds. Ganun pa rin, di ba? Private but open. Naintindihan na nila na hindi confidential ito, na hindi ito pwedeng, hindi naalaman ng publiko. Something to that effect. Just the opinion of
With the indulgence of Senator Judge Soto, it's good to stand up once in a while for being seated for a long time, but the chair will not allow counsels to respond and give their opinion on the matter, and will simply allow the witness to answer, similar to the chair's ruling in relation to the query earlier of Senator Judge Cayetano. Yes, Attorney Wamil.
Well, I submit